Lambeau Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yes, Mom.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. Wentz being checked. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nearly a huge return as it is to the goal. 24 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he can't hang on. As I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins through. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll set up the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Play fake here on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's the second fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
What are you doing? Terrence, this crazy girl. Look at her. What are you doing?
Just me and that.
Why is she sniffing you?
They'll run it down out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play.
When you saw that second,
was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he looked for
idiot. I hate this quarterback. He was in front of him the whole time.
Well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I love that NBA shit like that.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He's going to float this one.
He's mainly running right into him. That's bullshit.
Across the 45. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Throwing now is Wentz. Incomplete.
Stop before you fall. Get your ass down. Yeah.
Whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
What, Caleb?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Oh, bad pass. He threw the pass down right. That was a touchdown.
The more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
That was you scored on me.
We should take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny, you know this?
And no, not
oh my God, I hate this game. I hate it with a passion, man.
And he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? He's He had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke, and he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Damn crazy. Hey, I'm not yelling. Stop yelling.
Watch it now, Barney.
You know you're driving your father crazy?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive.
And he is into the end zone for Washington. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
Where's your Baba?
Redskins
It's right
find
here.
a way to stretch their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Take a tail and run it into you. Go sit down, Mama. You sleepy? Yeah. I think you sleepy.
How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? This will be taken in at the 1.
Yes,
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check. 53 flight. Check. 53 flight. I got you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Yes. Well, you gotta find it.
Wentz now on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
Oh, my goodness. You missed the
And he's a
fucking
long
tackle.
ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
Oh, shit.
Into the red zone. Wentz escaping the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Bye-bye, Colin.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Did you need another water?
Probably, because that one was almost dead. I mean, not dead. Done. She dropped it under the fridge, but I don't know if it's still under the couch. I don't know if it's still milking there. She probably cooked it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Fires the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading. Trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly. People call it dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
His back. Let him about to stop that bullshit. They're about to stop that bullshit.
Great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks. He's now 3.
She's driving me crazy.
This the holiday season. Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Goodness, she's driving me crazy.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Look at he's up there, watch them.
Eagles touchdown.
Man is about to slap that shit.
The Eagles are back.
So just took over and picked it out.
But what a quick turnaround there. They hit the
My safety is getting right the fuck there.
Defense and make you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change. You got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
They already made me drop the wire.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
I hate this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Trotting. And now running right. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, of course my quarterback is hurt.
With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
We're starting. Oh my God, no.
Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
81.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
I already know what time it is right now.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Keep going back, but I appreciate it. Oh my God. We should have been out of there.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to it on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked,
1-on-1, let's go, Funches.
Because when you're talking about the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front, that's difficult to block for an offense. On that one, the defense running a big way. No gain at all.
20 feet taller than the dude.
On 3rd down. Finley.
Let's try this again.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down.
Dumb quarterback. I can't believe
41 yards.
He got it there. It's that backup thing right now.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 1st and 10, Finley.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finley steps away to his left. This is caught. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big
Both of y'all dropped that.
They try to throw on second down, but
That was
this one is
perfect.
incomplete.
The first dude should have caught it.
Loose. It's
Yeah, they just trying to
incomplete.
make this shit difficult.
The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Alex Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Come on now, Oaks. Come on now. Let's go. Lose 5-7. Lose 5-7.
Wentz to throw on second down. Looking deep downfield.
It's an interception.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Will be a touchdown.
And a great return.
No, because his 96 speed is slow.
30-yard line.
Yeah, exactly.
One at a time or two and get it into the line.
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm
No,
just wondering if
it's about being sarcastic. It's supposed to be fast, but he was running slow as shit.
may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Off play action. Finley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a
You mean like my favorite team?
No,
He
like
said those can be the
senior
ones
this.
that can finish off a squad if you let
For this
them.
league, no, I'm always
The
there.
cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Yes, drop it right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That guy's gonna lose it. It's getting closer. Come on, drop already. Yes, my favorite sniper, but I just think with this.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Come on, dude, don't do this.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Solo. Wait, you noticed?
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Come on, y'all. What's wrong with y'all hands, man?
You sniped.
And it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Corner could do it. Don't need it.
The final shot before half for Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we gotta go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for
16 kills.
I can't control everybody.
9 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett.
I know he better not catch me. I know that much. He can catch me, but not that. Not the shot boy.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
They slowed me down.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman.
They'll
get this down only to about the 46.
Top dog at this shit.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 46 yards. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Yep.
Because
you think it's better than Fortnite?
And finish off the drive?
Wow.
That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he
You
goes,
will
but he
sit to go
takes
get
it
in the
up to
bed.
the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
That's caught inside the 20.
I gotta stop letting the computer do stuff. They tripping out here.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards.
Yeah, I know what happened again.
From the red zone now, Wentz.
Give me that. Oh! Let the computer do stuff. This shit will happen, boy.
Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. And the lead is down to 24. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives.
Get a bottle. Get a bottle.
It's almost like a run in basketball.
Yeah, she needs a bottle to lay down.
Distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well. Because they're excited about getting the ball back with their offense. This playing so.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he does take it in for the touchdown. But a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
They don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Good, 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 good.
Off the play fake. Finley into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
We keep intercepting this shit backwards. My niggas, they just sit there and read words by their head.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter.
See if that was going to happen.
They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their own.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right, and that's off the mark, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film.
Taylor,
extra
go with your
time.
brother.
You know those
Go with
guys
your
watched him all week. So how precise he was. They constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
As soon as I finish this, we all go to
Desperate
bed.
need of a conversion as they come up.
You can go now if you're tired.
Play action. Now Wentz. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out now come the Redskins. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And give them a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Buns get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I forgot. This crazy thing back there. Yeah, man.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Off play action. Finley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball.
He was wide open. Oh, I forgot the backup. He overthrew it like a money.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. 120.
Now Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll field this at the 5. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it.
Ball. Goodness gracious.
Out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air on 2nd down. Finley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And out now come the Eagles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
So you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back man. Waiting.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Grade 15. What's your son?
To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now a hit and a loose
damn, good hit.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of one right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guy.
That safety's trash. Just sit there and watch.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
You already coughed it
With
up.
a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Finley. And nearly another interception.
This is overthrowing the shit. He would have threw it right to me like he was supposed to.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Going up top. And that's caught.
Oh, I thought he was about to break that tackle.
A gain of 39 that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
I ain't trying to pull that one.
Says, why do you need to do this? Just go and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointing out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Nope.
Off the play fake. Finley steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I didn't know what the fuck that was.
I think he had to unload that one before he ran until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Finley. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right.
You got to block when I tell you to block.
He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
No, you better get a first down on you.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Crazy, man.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let you take over. We get all types of yards.
And again, it's Chubb. Able to power through. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Wentz to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing is Wentz.
He sat right. That's what I'm talking about. He was standing right there, nothing.
5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He threw the ball right over your fucking head.
3rd down. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's time to go to bed, Killer. You ain't staying up all night. Yeah.
Troublesome 9 to 6. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no need.
It's time to go to bed.
That's the sound of the police. I'm in need, cover, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus Christ. Never wear Prada, but that's so damn. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions. Like
just being here. Okay.